Yo, what's going on, guys? EK9 here, bringing you guys another NHL video. I know I haven't been producing a lot of content in the last little bit. I said I'd be getting back at it, but I haven't been. But after witnessing the Seattle expansion draft and this brand new NHL team, I thought I'd have to drop a video, give my take on this team, and just give you guys a little bit of feedback on what I think this team's going to do, how I think they're going to perform, and do I think they made the right selections in the draft. I've seen a lot of people talking online saying this team's, terrible, they're not looking good. They pass up on a lot of big names like JVR, Voracek. They passed up on, guys like Tarasenko, Carey Price, some big name players out there. But I'm going to give my take on it. If I think this team's going to be a good team, do I think they made some good choices and all of that right around. So let's get right to on off the bat here. This team is a very defensive-minded team. We got Ron Francis in charge. I think he's made a lot of great picks. Some of them are, iffy, but overall, we look at some of these guys. Mark Giordano, Curtis McDermott's got a chance to be a very good defensive prospect. Played for the Kings. Jamie Alexiak, a big body defenseman. They picked some great goaltenders in Chris Drieger. They also picked up Vanecek from the Capitals, as well as Joey Decord from Ottawa. Decord played a couple good games there for Ottawa, so they've got some decent tending. They've got a decent defensive core now. The offense is where it's going to be a total, I want to say, shit show, but they've got guys like Jordan Eberle, good name. My boy Jonas Donskoy played for the Sharks, scored a huge Stanley Cup final goal, set some history there for San Jose, giving them their first ever finals win, not a cup win, but just winning a game. Scored a huge goal in that. So, there's some good players. I don't know how this team's going to be up front. They took Brandon Tanev from Pittsburgh. They also got a few other players as well. But looking at this list, they got Hayden Fleury, they've got Tyler Pitlick, Jeremy Lauzon, Will Borgen, Mark Giordano, Morgan Geekie, that was a really good pick. I thought Carolina letting go of Geekie. He's a fast little player who can do a lot of damage. I've seen glimpses of greatness from him in Carolina. John Quenneville, we got Donskoy, Gavin Bayreuther, Jamie Alexiak, Dennis Cholitsky, Adam Larson, another good defenseman that they ended up signing. That's a huge pickup for them. Then they've got McDermott, Soucy, Cale Fleury, Calle Yarncrow, Nathan Bastian, Jordan Eberle, Colin Blackwell, Jory Decord, Carson Twarnski, Brandon Tanev, Alex Drew from my Sharks, Vince Dunn, Yanni Gord, Jared McCann, Cole Lind, Vidic Vanecek, and Mason Appleton. So when you look at this roster, it doesn't speak offensive talent. There's a few really good players on there. Yanni Gord was very good for Tampa. Jordan Eberle was another. He's not an elite player, but he's still a good player. Calle Yarncrow's a decent player. They passed up on guys like Duchesne and Johansson as well. So gotta look at that. Donskoy can get the job done sometimes. I don't know how he's going to be on that team. John Quenneville's okay. Morgan Geekie's another pretty decent player. I said he plays with a lot of heart when he plays. So when I'm looking at this team, guys, I've seen a lot of you say, hey, they had a chance at Price. They had a chance at all these players. Why didn't they take them? And the easiest thing I'm going to tell you guys is I guarantee you, I know you guys are saying, well, come on. They've got so much in cap. What are they thinking? Free agency? Are they thinking they're going to make a splurge? Who's going to want to sign in Seattle? But I think it goes deeper than that. And I think we're looking at the issue of a lot of these big name contracts like Duchesne, Price, Tarasenko. I'm going to just list Price and Tarasenko right now. Price, yes, easily the best goalie that could have been selected in this draft. But the man's carrying an over $10 million contract. He's already 33 with 5 years left, guys. That contract is going to kill long term. And I think when they're looking at this, they're taking a step back from Vegas. Vegas came into this league very aggressive with their team making. They developed a championship team almost in the first few years. They've been a very solid team. But I think they want a different approach. I think they're looking at more establishing how they're going to do, getting some draft picks, getting their future set up long term instead of going for a short term cup run. Seattle is not projected to be going out of the gate flying like Vegas did. And I think it's all depends on the way the GM looks at it. But the way I look at it, I wouldn't have selected Price because of that fact. Knowing I'm going to be carrying a $10 million contract on a tendy who's going to be expired. His contract's 5 more years, and he's already 33. His prime years are already past him. He's a regular, very good in the playoffs, Regular season, he struggles quite a bit. How does he adapt with this whole new defensive core? How is Seattle going to play? Can he be a $10 million goalie during the regular season on a defense that he has not yet established? Right? You don't know these questions. Tarasenko, very injury-prone player. He's been having consistency issues the last few years. Can he get the job done with that massive cap hit? That's the questions that you're going to realize that you don't know. I think Vince Dunn was definitely the better option. Very good defenseman, very consistent. He played very good for the Blues, especially during that cup run that they had. I think that, just taking a step back and just looking at the way that they are, I think that they made some good choices. I don't expect this team to do much. Really, this team, I'm probably projecting 25, maybe 25 wins this season. I'm not expecting them to have a blowout year like Vegas did. I'm not expecting that at all. They got a lot of cap. They've got a lot of, they got a really good defensive core already out of the gate like that. That's crazy to have such a great Mark Giordano already with Adam Larson. That's a top pairing right there. Then they've got guys like Hayden Fleury. They've got Vince Dunn. Like that is crazy that they already have that much depth already in the defensive end, as well as Jeremy Lauzon, a couple other defensemen as well. I think this team, going forward, I think they're looking more so as how they're going to establish themselves in the league, what they're going to do, and take the appropriate steps from there. I don't know if they're going to splurge in the offseason, how they're going to do in free agency, if they are going to make a couple pickups. But I'm telling you guys that when I see these comments and I see the way you guys are taking the look and how do you pass up on this? How do you pass up on that? It's not that they're passing up. It's that I think they're thinking more long term instead of short term. Yes, they could take those contracts on and develop maybe a winning team. But I don't think that's their mindset right now. I think it's just establishing their presence in the league and figuring out where to go. How are the players going to connect with one another? How are they going to have this chemistry? How are they going to be? And then going from there. I think that they set themselves up very well. I think that they've got a decent team for the time being. A lot of people are saying they got some side deals going on, so they didn't take certain players. I don't know if that's the case. We'll find out in the next few days. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this team. A lot of people are saying less than 10 wins. I can't see that. I see them winning more than 10 games in the season. I see at least 20, 25 for this team. You know what? They're going to be a good powerhouse team, I think, long term. I think Ron Francis did the right things as a GM. A lot of people are giving him heck right now. I think those were the right moves. Let me know your guys' thoughts. How excited are you guys to see Seattle in the NHL? I, for one, love the jerseys. I love the design. I think they kept it simple, but they added a little. I like the colors. I like the design. Being a Shark fan, kind of looks a little bit similar. The colors are a little bit different, but kind of the same kind of vibe I'm getting. So I'm really interested to see how they do. But once again, guys, let me know your thoughts. I'm gonna try and post more regularly now. Now that I'm out of school, I got a lot more free time opening up in my life. Gonna be starting to stream again. I'll be listing the link in the description for my Twitch. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, and if you haven't subbed already, hit that sub button, guys. All right, see you guys soon.